stop. I just gotta 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 stop thinking. Ooh, and I just keep thinking. Ooh, and it might be coming true, and it might never happen. I just gotta stop thinking about it. I just gotta stop thinking about it. I just gotta stop thinking about it. I just gotta stop thinking about it, yeah.
What's up, everybody? My name is Ben McLeod. You are watching another episode of Daddle Tapes. I have the Dewars here. You guys just heard a song that was called I Just Gotta Stop. Thank you guys for coming in.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. One thing I wanted to ask you guys is you play shows all the time. As long as I've known you, you have been playing some of my favorite music, and you're constantly recording, and you're always playing shows. But when was the first time that you guys played music together?
Well, first time we played together, I mean, our dad had a guitar, so that was always like around the house. But there was this like showcase in 9th grade that we went to like a film and TV production school, and you got to get off like certain class to go practice. So us and our friends, we sort of formed a band for this showcase at the end of the year, and we were called like the Suburban Humdrums, and we just played a lot back then, and that's when we sort of started. And then we kind of turned our room into like a band area.
Yeah, and before that, even we went to middle school in New Zealand, and we they only had like 2 channels on TV, so we had 2 acoustic guitars. That's kind of when we like really started picking it up and playing with each other.
Mm-hmm. And did you guys always sing together, or did like one of you guys start off singing and then the other slowly joined in, or was it always the 2 of you guys singing and harmonizing together?
No, I mean, I feel like I did choir when I was a kid, not for long, but he didn't do that. But when we first started playing, we were just like shoegazing without any pedals. It was just like for fear, you know. But over the years, we sort of like started to look, and then we started to sing. And I think we always sang, but like at first, just guitar or singing. And then we kind of got into like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones, and then we were like, well, we should make songs.
Yeah. Well, you guys write awesome songs. How about we hear another one?
We shall.
I don't know my neighbors, I don't know their behaviors, and I don't see me doing them any little favors. It's kinda like it never snows in Florida, no. And so we cloister like little oysters who lost all their moisture, like Fuzzy Wuzzy the bear. He didn't have much hair, he wasn't so fuzzy, now was he? He wasn't so fuzzy, now was he? Your enemy won't harm you, only alarm you. But watch your closest friends, for they do more than charm you. And ain't it funny how the things you water come to farm you? And the things that you buy West End, you too. And the things that you love. Love your neighbors. 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 Love your neighbors.
So, how's Florida treating you guys?
This time of year is pretty rough. This is like if you can make it through this time of year, you're good. But I feel like this time it gets a little bit depressing because of the heat.
Yeah, you should never make any big decisions in August. I think that's
no. Yeah, it's normally pretty dead August and September here. You guys used to live here in St. Augustine. Where in Florida are you now?
We're right now. We're in Lake Worth. Just got a place there, which is like 4 hours, just a few podcasts away on 95. But we that's where we're from is West Palm. But you know, our dad moved to St. Augustine, but we've kind of made a pentagon out of living in Florida. Like we've lived in like, you know, West Palm, Bradenton, St. Augustine, Gainesville, Tallahassee.
Mm-hmm.
Not in that order, but.
Gotcha.
And it's good. It gets a weird reputation, I think, nationally or internationally.
Mm-hmm.
But
so being a Florida band, how do you guys book tours?
Tours, well, either we'll go on some support tours, usually from like opening up for a band, and then they'll invite us on, or just kind of friend of friend kind of basis, you know, around Florida. Or not too many bands tour down here, but sometimes they do, and then we'll return favors, you know, because when it gets cold they'll come down and we'll set up shows for them in the January or something, and then when it gets hot, you know, we'll go. We're like migratory birds. So yeah, but nothing like, we don't have a booking agency or anything.
Yeah, so DIY touring and, you know, going out on the road with people that you know, and you guys know people in Los Angeles that you kind of do show shares with. Little
show shares, and we've just been, over the past 2 years, like been cat sitting for them. We've kind of made a little habit out of that. We just did a couple weeks in New York cat sitting too. Not that we're like whisperers, but you know, we tried that out for a little bit. I mean, it was pretty fun.
Yeah. So you lived in New York. What was it, like 2019 or something, or like 2018?
2018.
Yeah. Tell me about your time there.
We did a lot of moving. Our brother was living there, so we moved up with him in Washington Heights, and we kind of didn't have a lot of recordings, but you know, you kind of go up there thinking like, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. And we were like, shit, I don't know if we can make it here, but it's definitely a hard place to live and play music. It's kind of like this irony because there's no space. But we did do a bunch of shows, and we know some people up there, like this guy John DeLorme we met on like a tour we did a long time ago when we were like 19, 20, and we just like met up in Greensboro, and he does pedal steel for like Nude Party and Alan Jackson and stuff, so he kind of like got our feet wet in the New York scene, so we still like have some people up there. But ultimately our dad got sick and we had to come back down. So, and then luckily we weren't there during COVID, because that's got to have some PTSD on those people.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Well, how about another song?
Why not?
How many times?
Just a couple.
Okay.
Everything was just great, but there was something terribly wrong. Somewhere, someone just couldn't action, honest dissatisfaction. So he picked up a gun that his dad had. Yes, he picked up a gun that his dad had. And then he would go into the mall through the side door and finally finish them all of the department. So yes, he would go into the mall. He walked so casually into the loud crowd. He thought, man, the nihilists would be so proud, and everyone would know his name, and this would be a way to gain fame. So he picked up the gun and he shot everyone. Yes, he made sure they all were dead before he shot himself in the head. Yes, he made sure they all hit the ground before he turned the gun around. And all his friends and family prayed, let the friends and families be saved. Meanwhile, he fell to hell. And everyone said, why God, why God? Why God, why in the hell? When everything was going so well. Yes, everything was just great, but something was terribly wrong. And somewhere someone just couldn't go on. Something was terribly wrong. They're asking, what could be the moral of this song? What could be the moral of this song? What could be the moral of this song? Could it be that something's wrong? What's wrong? Why God, why God? Why God, why in the hell? When everything was going so well. Yes, everything was just great, but something was terribly wrong. And somewhere someone just couldn't go on. Yes, something was terribly wrong. No, he couldn't go on.
What was the first CD you guys bought?
Ooh. We got into the Bare Naked Ladies, kind of started with that one
Yeah, it's
big
band.
song, It's Been,
Yeah.
and then we kind of deep dove into the Canadian, because I still think I like it, and we also liked Fastball, but our we had a lot of hand-me-downs because like we're the youngest of 6, so buying CDs was, remember when you go to Barnes & Noble and you just listen to like
Oh yeah.
11 seconds, but with allowance you really had to make a decision there, so we didn't buy too many CDs, but there was just CDs around and like tapes and records and stuff from our parents and brothers. And
Do you remember when Blockbuster had CDs?
no,
That's where me and my sister, my middle sister, we bought our first CD. It was Matchbox 20.
oh yeah,
And it was both of our monies put together, and that's what we got. And then,
yeah, but they're from Orlando, right?
oh, I have no idea where they're from. And then a couple months later, we got the first Third Eye Blind album.
That's a good one.
But like me and her always bought CDs together.
Together, yeah,
Yeah.
like an investment of your
Yeah. And
mind.
And you would like spend just hours and hours just listening to the entire CD and, you know, really, really knowing it. And like now in like a world of streaming, have you guys noticed a big change with what you do with, you know, streaming?
Like how you listening habits?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say less like there was a certain tangible feeling when you look on the back and you know the album track names and the list, kind of like see that as an art. And now it's you'd like to think you do that, and sometimes I like to leave it rolling, you know, if I'm drawing or driving, and just get the whole album. But a lot of times it's just like, to be honest, just at the gym going like, what do I already know? You know, I feel like I can, to a certain degree, try to get into new music, but that's what I'm trying to do, you know, because I know it's good. I mean, it's not good on the radio, but I know there's definitely good music being made.
So when you guys are playing out of town, do any fans come up to you and be like, hey, I found you guys on Spotify, or I found you on YouTube or Apple? Like, do you ever have instances like that? How are most of your fans finding you guys?
That has happened. It's rare, you know. It's kind of like maybe someone's playlist has been there's a guy in town who has like a playlist here, and I think in Jacksonville, NPR, we have a few songs on there. So
yeah, that's right.
But yeah, it's usually not like I saw you guys on Amazon Music. You know, it's like we don't pop up to the top there yet.
Gotcha. So what are some of your goals for the rest of the year?
Oh, yeah.
Well, we're going to start releasing a song, you know, like the songs that we recorded with you and some other tracks we did by ourselves every Friday, and just see how that goes, because we're just kind of tired of like hoarding it, you know, so... And
hopefully develop some motivation to make little content or whatever you have to do, and try to have fun with it. And I think holding us to a week thing, even though it might not be like correct via like the advice of maybe an industry person, but I think everyone has to pick their poison or their sugar or whatever makes them feel most comfortable about doing it. And I feel like having something consistent will just be both relieving and challenging. So I'm excited about that.
That band that I had in here in the second episode, Velvet Meadow,
I saw that, yeah.
They're putting out a song every week the whole year of this year, and I think it's actually been really, really good for them, because every week it's like a tap on the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. And he seems to be, I don't know, I think he's the main songwriter.
Yeah.
That probably prompts him to be prolific. I think if you do a song a day, you're almost like just pushing. It's like, who wants to watch me shit? You know, but if you get a week, you know, you can do something out of a week.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I think that's a good thing. And then we'll try to make videos or whatever. We're kind of not last minute people, but I feel like if you have a horse in the race, but if there's no race, your horse is going to get like lazy, you know, so at least we can have something continuously running.
What's the gnarliest thing that's ever happened on tour to you guys?
We had a good old friend from childhood, like he was slowly gaining his schizophrenia, so we went out to South by Southwest, and he just completely stopped talking to us, and like he would jump out of the van, and we'd have to like run around the whole city trying to find him, like try to lure him in with like Taco Bell gift cards, which eventually would work. And then for some reason we let him drive at one point, and because we kind of thought he was like faking it, but yeah, that was one of those.
Why was he on the road?
Because he had just been our drummer for like throughout high school and stuff, and he also he was like kind of losing his motor skills. But, you know, he's just a friend of ours. We were like, we want this to work. You're our Ringo, but it turned out to be our Sid Barrett.
Did he make it home with you guys?
We talked to his parents, and we were like, we're gonna drop him off at the airport and just see what happens. But they were like, please don't. So we ended up taking him back, and we still want to do like a reenactment of that story. We want to like hire actors that look like us and kind of retell that story in real time. It'd be fun. 'Cause it was to Austin and back, and you know that drive drives anyone crazy, but let alone someone who's already actually going crazy.
I-10 sucks.
Well, thanks for having us, Ben. We love this studio and what you're doing here.
Thank you. Anyway, hope you guys have enjoyed yourself. Thank you so much for coming in. And how about one more song?
Yeah, let's do it. You want to count it?
Sure.
Well, I have seen and you become a product of where you're from. Just another sucker for your old hometown. Stuck after high school ends. You got a GED and a DUI. Couple IOUs, but it's no surprise. You're just another sucker in your old folks' sides. Stuck after high school ends. Well, didn't you wanna be a movie star? California calling your name. But the city was so busy and it left you longing for the comfort of your small town fame. And soon you're gonna want a family by the fire burning warm, and go out on the weekend and repeat again. Well, I had left it all behind, a broken home for an open mind, and now I'm just another trucker on this endless road, rolling like a stone. I got a new EP, did it DIY, but I miss my bed, and it's no surprise. I'm just another sucker for lonely eyes. Somebody take me home, 'cause soon I'm gonna want a family by the fire burning warm. I'm just another sucker for my old hometown. You're just another sucker for your old hometown. We're just some other suckers for our old hometown, and it don't matter where we've been.
My dad says for my birthday, I get to go to Double Land.